sing one more song, celebrating God's faithfulness.
Please be seated. I'm sure you'll agree, it's a wonderful table that we see before us, and thank you so much for what you've brought forward today, what you've given that will feed the hungry. Breakfast, malted wheaties, lunch, tuna chunks and a penguin, and supper as well. What can we see for supper? Oh, some very nice beef down here I can see. And something with custard to follow. So thank you so much for all that you have brought today, and also those financial gifts as well added to what we see here. It's so generous and so amazing. And on behalf of Reach, I'm going to ask Joe just to give a word as well, please. Thank you.
Yeah, just echo everything that's already been said, but a huge thank you for every single gift that's brought here today. It is really, really needed. We've had one of our busiest months that the food bank has ever had, and we anticipate it to go up because, as you know, Universal Credit uplift has been removed now. So people who were struggling before are going to struggle even more. And every item is going to be given out, and we're just really, really thankful because we wouldn't be able to do the work that we do without people who provide all the food and provide money in order to help those who need maybe top up with electricity and gas and that sort of thing. So a huge, huge thank you. And even just this week, helping a couple of different people, one young lady find herself alone now. She's got a little baby, 7-8-month-old baby, and she can just about to afford to pay her rent and her council tax. And I said, well, how are you doing for food? And she says, well, I have enough food for my baby. And I said, well, you know, what are you eating? And she says, well, I'm hardly eating anything at all. I'm just picking at any food that I can get, really. So she's not even eating full meals at all. And when I said that we could bring some food around to her that day, she literally broke down in tears. So, you know, it's real stories, real lives that are being affected. Another lady who lives not in Haverhill, but a small village outside of town. She's poorly. She's sick and can't work. She would like to work, but she can't at the moment. And because of the delay in getting benefits, she sent a form off to get some extra financial help from the government through benefits in January, and her form was lost, so she had to do it again in June. Still hasn't been processed. Until it's processed, she's living on, after rent and tax, is paid maybe about £300 a month. It's not a lot of money to provide everything that you need. She's choosing to either put her heating on or choosing to eat. And in her cupboard, when we went to see her, she had 1 tin of beans and 1 tin of soup and some cat food for her cat. These are real lives, real people, and you are making a real difference. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Thank you so much. And if it wasn't without the support of all of you, Reach would not be able to exist. So thank you.
Thank you, Jo. As I look round at what we can see here, I try to think about the journey that it's taken for all of this to be here in front of our eyes today, from its very beginnings. And I think harvest is a very finely balanced thing. Harvest is a really finely balanced thing. One thing depends upon the other. And any break in that chain, like an unfavourable weather pattern, for example, can mean that the wheels of harvest just grind to a halt. And to illustrate this connectedness that we see today at Harvest, we're going to take a look at a video called The Cog. And this was a car advert from 2003, featuring the separated parts of a car and how they work together. So you can enjoy it.